It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
For the running back.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The pass.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true. But
when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Josh Allen on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
54, check, check, 54.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Number 25.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Steelers nothing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Stephon Tuitt on the...
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Steelers' 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, McFarland. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's McFarland. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Carried by number 25.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Connection made with Chenault. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Rosen off the play action. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this 1st half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the 1st half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
3rd down.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down now. Rivers, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
It's just me. Alert. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
McFarland running out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Play action here with Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, it's Davidson.
Number 30.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 7.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rosen, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Rosen will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here now is the Jaguars' all-time leading scorer in another uniform. He had over 1,000 points with the Jags. Josh Scobie from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The tackle.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Jacksonville.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
1st down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
on second down. It's Jacobs. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Number 85.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock, look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter time. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Down at the 30.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Davidson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Rivers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rosen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And some room to work. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the way to get it, boy.
And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation. And we'll go to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a first throw here in overtime. This is Chenault on the receiving end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Third down.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now what can Rosen do here in OT? Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. You tighten up. Alert, alert, alert. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Rosen. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
38-yard line.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.
36-yard line.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Jacksonville, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash? Champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1. Chanel. Did that splat, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.